We all on occasion find it frustrating when trying to communicate with someone else. It seems as if sometimes we're talking past one another, even speaking different languages, failing to find common ground. Perhaps our styles of communication are just different from one another. In my Styles of Communication workshop, we identify 4 distinct communication styles: the artist, the analyst, the promoter, and the conductor, and explore how each has its own codes and protocols. The so-called artists are about ideas, and they tend to use abstract language that's more conceptual and idealistic. They're passionate, expressive, and visionary. They have an internal orientation which influences the types of words and expressions they use. They tend to prefer visual, emotive language that paints vivid pictures, and they're more averse to language that's too pragmatic and linear. Analysts are about process and tend to prefer objective and precise language. They are also internally oriented, like the artists, but are more averse to abstract ideas. They thrive on the mechanics of procedure and rules and can become frustrated when communicating with someone who uses language that's too conceptual. Promoters are about people and tend to prefer language that's empathetic, personable, intuitive. They are externally oriented and want harmony. They thrive on connecting and relating with others. They can become frustrated when communicating with someone who is too analytical or internally oriented and rules-based. Conductors are about moving things along and the big picture. They love making decisions and have little patience for rambling, disjointed conversations. They are also externally oriented like the promoters, but care less about harmony and more about getting things done. Conductors are action-oriented and prefer language that's precise and definitive, and they are more averse to language that's ambiguous and abstract. To be clear, no one is exclusively one type of communicator. We all have some of each within us. But each of us does lean towards one of the 4 styles. And the more aware you are of your own communication style, as well as that of others, the more effective your communication will be. So, next time you're having difficulty communicating or connecting with someone, think about if it's your communication styles that may be in conflict. Listening carefully to the other person and making minor adjustments to how you speak and the words you use just might make all the difference.